That's right. This is the 2025 Toyota Sienna. Now, like the others, just like I've been saying, there are things about the Sienna that make it unique compared to the other three. And let's go ahead and again talk about the powertrain. Now, one thing that is very unique to the Sienna is not only do you have hybrid available, but it's the only thing you have available to you. The Sienna is no longer offered in anything other than the hybrid system. It is your only choice. Under the hood, you get a 2.5 four-cylinder paired to that electric system. Now, again, when you have a hybrid system, that does add some weight. Now, these are minivans. They're already heavy, right? So just come to the game prepared for that. I'm using words like that because I'm currently on a football field. So also, I can neither confirm nor deny this, but the Toyota Sienna, something else that may separate it from the rest is you can put a giant football on top of it. Regardless, Toyota's been doing hybrid systems for a very, 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 very long time. Honda has as well, so it's interesting that they have not done that to the Odyssey yet, but Toyota has as well. They have a long track record for hybrids, and they are offering that here on the Sienna, so it comes with that kind of peace of mind of it being something that's proven with a brand like Toyota. So if that's something you really care about, having that Toyota reliability that they're kind of known for and that they have a reputation for, if that really matters to you, but you really want a hybrid, maybe this is the hybrid for you. So that's the first thing I will say about the Toyota Sienna that makes it unique. All right, now I've got all the doors open in here, so hopefully that helps let enough light in here that you can see this center console. This is like one long piece that comes together, and it is all part of the same spot here. You've got the storage for the passenger to set things right here, and that kind of goes into your wireless charger here. And now you're already to your center console and your cup holders and your shifter, and you keep moving on back and you've got more cup holders, and you move here and you've got big center storage, and then you have cup holders, and then you move back here and you have more storage. In fact, there's a cool box back here. So, but what's unique is this is all one piece, right? So, and they've got the center console thing here. You got your armrest, and you don't have to bother the person next to you to get in. You don't have to be like, hey, move, I got to get in here. You know how we do that sometimes? You can keep your hand right here, and you can open that center storage with this button here, and you never have to have the other person move their arm to get in and out of there. But it's one long flowing piece, and something else about it is it leaves this huge cavernous area for storage here underneath. I don't know if you can see my hand down here, but there is a spot here to set things like a purse or a bag, a diaper bag, something like that would work out really well down here. Let me show you what it looks like from the second row back here, because it's got that cool box, and that's pretty awesome. All right, now when I say cool box, I don't just mean that it's a box that's hip or trendy, anything like that. It is actually a box that holds things and keeps them cool, or makes them cooler than they were if they were at ambient temperature. So that is a unique feature, and that is awesome if you are someone hanging out in the second row. Hop in, grab a cold bottle of water or a bottle of something. That's way cool. They've done that, and you still have all of your power outlets here, and you can kind of control that cool box right here with these buttons. But again, I'll say it, these are minivans. There are cup holders everywhere. There's so much room back here. It is just unbelievable. If that's what you're going for, nothing does it better than a minivan. Now, the Sienna seats in the second row do not slide side to side at all, unlike our first two minivans that we looked at. But they do the forward and back thing very far, very long distance. So it is manual though, right? I have a lever over on this side, and go forward, way forward, keep going, way forward, and way back, right? That is awesome, I will say. Now, you don't have the footrest that comes up as you do in the Carnival. That's something you don't have. Now, this is the highest trim level of the Sienna. I will say in here, given that it's a platinum, and I want to make note of that, the materials in here, while good, are not quite to the level that they were in that Prestige Carnival. The materials in there were exquisite. But here in the Sienna, it feels like a Toyota in here. you can really tell when you touch them, okay, they weren't going for luxury here, they were going for long lasting. And that's okay, because what you're gonna get in here with the Toyota is you're gonna have materials, and you can tell when you move things around that they are going to last. So now, much like the Carnival, you have these pull handles here, which are nice for doing things with one hand. You see that? Just pull it up, lock it in, right? Pull it up, lock it in. Then you use the straps to pull the seat back up, which is very nice. And then, of course, you get all that storage back down there. But even with the seats down on the floor, you get that nice flat loading area. Really cool, but I'm digging the one-handed lever thing. Okay, everyone, so this here is the 2025 Toyota Sienna Platinum. Now, if you don't know, we've mentioned before that what separates this from the other minivans is the only powertrain you can get in this is a hybrid. Now, this is Toyota. They've been doing hybrids for a long time. So again, here you've got a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder paired to that electric motor. Now, when we drove the Honda, I really praised its ability to be very easy to drive. You always are in the power band and you know what to expect. The car responds to you in a very smooth way. But what that car cannot do is what this setup does here. This hybrid setup is great for a couple things. One, obviously, is fuel efficiency. It's nice to drive when it's in EV mode only. I have been on some neighborhood streets and some back roads around here and been able to stay in EV mode quite a bit, and that is excellent. Now, when you do have to kick the gas motor in, it is a little bit of a different story. You do hear that 4-cylinder come in, and it's going to provide a little bit more of a soundtrack than perhaps that naturally aspirated non-hybrid setup in some of these other vehicles. But I really like the Sienna. I like the styling, right? This again is a Platinum, so it's a very high trim level, but they've done a good job here with the two-tone interior, and I love this exterior color. So if you are shopping for a minivan, this is definitely one that you should consider. So I'm still in EV only mode, and I'm going about 15 miles an hour. There we go. You can feel that engine kick in. Right when I went to go up to 20, that engine kicked in to help things out. But you've got a nice little animation here on your gauge cluster that's telling you what's going on with the battery and the powertrain. But at low speeds, this is really good. Now, this is the Platinum. This is all-wheel drive. I do want to remind you about that as you're driving this thing around. Maybe you live somewhere where you're thinking all-wheel drive is really important to me. So, for example, the Honda doesn't even offer all-wheel drive, right? But you can get all-wheel drive in the other three. Now, I'm dealing with some speed bumps here, but again, you've got that nice long wheelbase that comes with a minivan, and so it helps with absorbing those, right? But I will say, while this feels nice to drive, it feels heavy to drive. And that's gonna come from that hybrid setup. You definitely feel like you're pulling a little more weight around. So if you're sensitive to that feeling, I want you to think about that. All right, now when I'm taking off, I can feel, when I take off, I can really feel the two sides of this vehicle dealing with each other. And they do it pretty well, the EV side and the gasoline side. But what also you're gonna get here is an eCVT transmission. So it's electronically controlled, continuously variable transmission. What all that means is you're not going to feel shifts necessarily. And that provides a completely different driving experience. So when you mash the gas, you will kind of feel more of a mushy adjustment from the vehicle to go down and give you more power, as opposed to something with a real automatic transmission like you can find in the other minivans. So I do want you to think about that, the way this drives. But again, if you are going to be driving a lot of low speed stuff and then getting on the highway and cruising, this could be fantastic. If you are looking for any engagement feeling at all with the powertrain, this is probably not the vehicle for you. Now, see, when I have to go down and get some passing power, it's there, but it doesn't feel quite like the passing power of something like that Kia Carnival with that V6, or the Odyssey with that V6, or the Pacifica with that V6. So a couple things of note in here. I have a digital rear view mirror, right? So it's providing me a view out the back that it's not natural, so I don't see the headrests or anything behind me, and that there are pluses and minuses to that. The view spectrum on that mirror is really good. But sometimes when you transfer back and forth between the natural world and the digital screen, it kind of takes a minute to adjust. Maybe that's just my eyes. But also, every time I come to a light, the cameras in this vehicle kind of show me views forward of the vehicle of how close I am to the vehicle in front of me when I'm stopping behind someone at a light. So if I stop at a light and I kind of creep up on them, you will get a view of that on the camera here on the center screen. Props to Toyota for still having a real shifter. I like that. I prefer that. I can grab it, feel it, push the button, go to the gear I want without ever looking at it to see if I'm putting in a dial in the correct position or whatnot. I can totally go by feel for that shifter, and I like that. That feels natural to me, especially when I'm switching back and forth in a parking lot from going forward or reverse. Now again, when I get on the road and get on it here, the hybrid powertrain is definitely wanting to give you efficiency a lot more than it's wanting to give you performance. It's pretty quiet in here. That engine is a little noisy, but that kind of comes with the territory with a hybrid system. Anytime you have to kick that 4-cylinder in to help. Okay, so I'm interested to know what you think about the Sienna. Where this is going to shine is if you have a commute that has a lot of low speed stuff around town, a lot of stoplight to stoplight commuting, you know, stop and go traffic, things like that. You're gonna get a lot out of this vehicle because you're going to be able to stay in EV mode a lot. And then when you get out on the highway and you're just cruising down the interstate in a straight line, you're going to get pretty good efficiency. So if that sounds like your world, your commute, you really should look at the Toyota Sienna. Toyota has been doing the hybrid thing for a very long time, and they've been doing the minivan thing for a very long time. So do not overlook the Toyota Sienna because it definitely has some bright spots if it is the vehicle for you.
Hey there, I'm excited that you found DriveItOut. Beyond the specs, it really matters how a car feels from behind the wheel. That feeling is what makes us keep and truly enjoy a vehicle for a long time. We're sharing great driving experiences we think you'll love and encourage you to get hands-on with as many cars as you can. It's been a joy doing this for so many years now and a blessing meeting and working alongside so many amazing people. Whatever type of vehicle you're interested in, chances are we have a video for that. If you're a subscriber, thank you. It means the world to me. If not, thanks for being here now, and I hope you'll check out the other videos on the channel. If there's something you don't see, feel free to reach out in the comments or visit driveitout.com/contact to send us a message.